kalau bising dengar dalam rekod tu. Live tu. Juga ini elok. Tapi saya kan dekat belakang ni. Tapi yang lain hati tu belakang tu. Yang mana lah? Belakang-belakang. First row, year one. No. It is here. Year one, first row. Where is your script? Atif. Where is your script? Mana cerita dia? Dekat mana lah ke? Bagi kat dia. Atif. Atif. Duduk.
Boys and girls, please sit down. Take your seat. Prepare for your speech.
Wow.
Prepare for your story.
So cool.
And please be quiet, okay? Okay, and please listen. When others are speaking, your friends are speaking, please do not say any word. Understand? Don't laugh, don't say anything. Okay? Respect your friend. Please be quiet, okay?
Okay.
When others are speaking, your friends are speaking, please do not say anything. Understand? Don't laugh, don't say anything. Okay? Respect your friend. Okay?
Test 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The storytelling competition is about to start any moment from now. Please kindly take your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to the storytelling competition level 1 SK Seri Paling 2025. I, Mira Safia Abdul Khalid, will be your MC for this wonderful event. As a start, I would like to invite our honorable judges and the timekeeper to take their seats. First, let me introduce to all of you the judge for today's competition. The first judge is Encik Muhammad Sharul Miza. The second judge is Puan Melanie. Last but not least, the third judge is Encik Muhammad Khairul Iqmal. And our timekeeper for this competition is Ade Aish Wafi. Before we proceed further this afternoon, do allow me give a brief explain on this competition. Time allocated to present the story is stories 4 to 5 minutes. The bell will be rung at the 4th minute. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us begin our storytelling competition level 1 SK Seri Paling 2025. Let's welcome our first contestant, Muhammad Atif bin Muhammad Azrai, to the stage to present his story with the title Dino Friends Save the Day. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to the honorable judges, wise timekeepers and fellow contestants. My name is Muhammad bridge was what? Rex said, a plan. A big plan. Dina said excited. I'll run super fast and leap across. Dina ran and jumped but splash. She landed in the river. Dina coughed and said, oops, I'm all wet now. Rex said, which my legs been cooking. Rex shouted, I was so loud the rocks were over my path. Just a few more scared birds all the way. Trixie said, rocks don't move with noise, Rex. Rex and said, it was worth a try. Trixie pointed and said, look, a big log by that tree. Let's build a new bridge. Dino friends went together. Dina tied the lines around the log. Rex pushed the log to the riverside. Go carry big heavy logs. Trixie showed them where to place everything. Trixie said calmly, slow and steady, friends, we can do this. Finally, the bridge was ready. Dina said, I'll go across first.
Red Riding Hood arrived. He knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Grandma said, "Who is it?" "It's me, Red Riding Hood." Grandma opened the door. Oh no! The wolf jumped in and locked Grandma in the cupboard. Then the wolf found Grandma's glasses and cap. He got into bed and waited. Soon, a Red Riding Hood arrived. She looked at Grandma. "Grandma, what big eyes you have, the better to see you. Grandma, what big ears you have, the better to hear you. Grandma, what big teeth you have, the better to eat you." The wolf jumped out of bed and Red Riding Hood screamed, "Help! Help! Anybody! Help!" But just in time, a kind woodcutter came by. He ran into the house and shouted, "Stop, wolf!" The wolf was scared. He ran far, far away. The woodcutter opened the cupboard and saved the grandma. Red Riding Hood hugged her grandmother and said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't listen to Mama." Grandma smiled and said, "I'm glad you were safe, my dear." And from that day on, Red Riding Hood never talked to strangers again. The end. Friends, the lesson from this story is we must listen to our parents and never talk to strangers. Thank you. Bye. See you again.
Thank you, Putri, Asia, and Rani for the story. We will continue this competition by inviting our third contestant, Muhammad Afiq bin Muhammad Azli, with his story entitled The Lion and the Mouse. Please.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I am Muhammad Afiq bin Muhammad Azli. Today I'm going to read about the lion and the mouse. One day a lion slept in the jungle. A tiny mouse ran into his big paw. The lion woke up and roared. "I'm sorry, lion. Please don't eat me." "You woke me up," said the lion in a big voice. "Mr. Lion, if you let me go, I can help you someday." The mouse begged. "Ha! You are too small to help me. You are too small to eat." The lion laughed. "Thank you," the mouse said and ran away. A few days later, the mouse heard the lion rolling. She quickly ran toward the sound. She saw the lion was stuck in a big net. "I will help you," she told him. The lion tried to laugh, but he was sad. The mouse started chewing the ropes. Soon the lion was free. "I didn't think you could do it." "Thank you," the lion said.
Thank you, contestant Muhammad Afiq, for your performance. Moving on the next round, I would like to call upon our next contestant, Abdul Arshad Bisa, with his story. And please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you to all the teachers, His Pet Josh, and my wonderful friends. My name is Abdul Aisyah Alisha bin Abdul Aliansyah from Tugama. Today, I'm going to share with you a meaningful story called Cal the White Cow. This is not just a story about a cow. This story how it been quiet, can be brave and smart, and become a hero without making a sound. So, let's begin. Cal the cow is quiet and kind, always thinking sharp in mind. He's so dangerous, stay so cool. Use his brain, not the rule. Not too loud, not too fast, but he saved the farm at last. Cal the cow, so wise and true. We all can be like Cal too. On a peaceful little farm lived a cow named Cal. He didn't move loudly. He didn't jump or run. He was quiet and calm, and he liked to watch and think. While the other animals were noisy, Cal just smiled and listened. Some animals thought he was boring, but Cal didn't mind. He liked being quiet. One hot day, Cal sniffed the air. Sniff, sniff. Something smells strange. Small. He looked at the barn and saw a small fire in the hay. Cal didn't panic. He didn't scream. He walked slowly to the dark water bucket. He tipped it over and rolled it to the barn. Splash! Then another, until the fire was gone. All the animals chirped. Cal saved the barn. He didn't panic. He didn't shout. He was smart. Even the chicken flapped their wings and clapped happily. Cal smiled. He had saved the day quietly. From that day on, everyone called him Cal the Clever. He showed us you don't have to be loud, be a leader. Moral of the story: you don't have to be loud, be a leader. Quiet thinking and calm action can make a big difference. Quiet heart can lead the way, even when they do not pray. Listen well and you will find wisdom grows in gentle mind. Our time is up, the splash is done. We hope you had some little fun. Thank you for your kind regard. May your future be bright and large. Thank you everyone and goodbye.
Thank you, Abdul Arsha, for his story. Next, let us welcome Nur Rumaisa Raudah binti Muhammad Nasir from Tugama to the stage with her story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
A very good afternoon to the honorable judges, loyal timekeepers, teachers, and friends. On this lucky day, I, Nurumaisa Raudah binti Muhammad Nasir from class 2 Gamma, would like to share a story with you entitled The Boy Who Cried Wolf. back and enjoy. Once upon a time, there was a shepherd boy who had to look after a flock of sheep every day. One day, he felt very lonely and bored. He decided to have fun and play trick on the villagers. He ran into the village shouting very loud, "Help! Help! Move! Move!" The villagers heard his cries and came running to chase away the wolf. When they reached the meadow, they asked the boy, "Where is the wolf?" The shepherd boy said, "Oh, it was here, but now it must have run away." The villagers talked to him for a while and told him to be careful. Then they left. The next day, he played the same trick again. He shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers ran to help the boy, but once again, they did not find any sign of a wolf. This time, the men were not sure whether the boy was telling the truth. The boy just laughed at them. 2 days later, the weather was sunny and warm. The boy was sleeping in the afternoon sun. Suddenly, he woke up and saw a big dark animal. A real wolf came to the meadow. The shepherd boy was scared. He ran into the village shouting loudly, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers laughed and said to each other, "He's trying to trick us again." But this time, a real wolf really came and chasing the sheep, and no one came to help the boy. Later, the villagers came and found many dead sheep. The boy was crying and felt very sorry for what he did. Now, my dear friends, the moral of this story is, let us not be like the shepherd boy. People that often tell lies are not trusted, even when they speak the truth. Honesty is the best policy. Keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nur Raudah, for this performance. Next, let us welcome Hazrat Muhammad bin Adam Sofi from Tugamam with his story entitled "I Am Better Than Kabur." Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good evening to the honorable judges and my hopeful friends. Today, on this beautiful day, I will tell you a story called "I'm Better Than a Cowboy." Are you ready? Let's go. In the cheerful town of Featherwood, there's a boy named Hazen and one big tree. "I want to be a cowboy," he shouted. He wore his grandpa big fluffy hat that would squeak squeak like a baby nose. At breakfast, he shouted, "Yee-haw!" Bepala. It's not yee-haw, it's yee-haw. And we all laughed. One day, he asked his pa with hopeful eyes, "Can I be a cowboy now? I want to join the big cowboy carnival." Pa knelt and said, "Son, cowboy needs strength and a brave heart and a big horse. You're still a bit too small." Hazel felt sad. He sat outside and eat fried chicken that KFC that bought with ayam goreng KFC. And Hazel heard a funny song at the radio. Ayam bermacam ayam, ayam hutan, ayam kampung, ayam siam. The music bounced to Hazel's brain, and Hazel remembered John Cena is his chicken. John Cena was fast, John Cena was find a horse, you find a legend. So Heather and John Cena got permission to go to the big cowboy carnival. The star is hatched. The big day have arrived. Time to show their performance. When Heather and John Cena get into the ring, all the crowd went quiet, looking at each other. John Cena did a spin. Push, push, push. Suddenly, everyone clapped and cheered, and they loved it. And accidentally, Hazen became a rodeo star. He went viral, especially on TikTok. The kids in neighborhood started to follow him. He wear funny with cute costume. Hazen and John Cena became hero in their town. All the kids want to follow him. From that day on, he wasn't just Hazen. He was Chicken Boy, founded the funniest and the bravest cowboy tradition in the world. Moral story. Don't say we are small or big. Size doesn't matter. Prove thing we can prove our potential and skills. The end.
Thank you to Hazrat Muhammad, your for your performance. Next, please welcome to Nur Aufa Zahini Ziniha binti Muhammad Anwar binti with the story title Luna and the Lost Star. Please welcome. Thank you, Nur Alfa Jinira, for your performance. Now I would like to call Ira Iridina from Tugama to present her story entitled The Lion and the Mouse. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To all my good teachers and my fellow friends, today I would like to tell a story titled about the lion and the mouse. Once upon a time, in a big jungle, there lived a mighty lion. He was strong, proud, and feared by all animals. I am the king of this jungle. No one dares to bother me. One day, the lion was sleeping under a tree. Suddenly, a tiny mouse ran across his nose. Who dares to disturb my sleep? You, a tiny mouse, I will eat you. Oh, please, Mr. Lion, I am very sorry. If you let me go, I promise I will help you one day. Ha ha ha! You, a tiny mouse, you want to help me? That's funny. But fine, I will let you go. A few days later, the lion was walking through the jungle. Suddenly, he stepped into a hunter's trap. Roar! Help! Somebody help me! The tiny mouse heard the roar and came running. Don't worry, Mr. Lion, I'm coming to help. The tiny mouse beat the net with his sharp teeth. He chewed and chewed the net until the lion was free. Thank you, little mouse. I was wrong. Even the smallest friend can be a big help. From that day, the lion and the mouse became friends. Moral of the story: even the smallest friend can be the biggest help. Thank you.
Thank you, Ira Iridina, for your story. Next, I would like to call Nur Zara Mikaela binti Muhammad Helmi from Tu Alpha to present her story entitled Cinderella.
Afternoon to everyone. Today, my name is Rosa Mikala. I am from 2 Alpha. I am going to tell you a story about Cinderella. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella with her wicked stepmother and her 2 stepsisters. She worked hard all day. One day, they all went to the ball in the forest, leaving Cinderella behind. Poor Cinderella. Cinderella was sad. Suddenly, there was a burst of light at the light fairy commanded appeared. With a flip of the magic, boo. She turned Cinderella into a beautiful princess with glass slipper. There was a horse carrying a bird at the door too. The fairy commander warned Cinderella, remember to return before midnight, Cinderella. Then Cinderella arrived at the ball on time. The prince saw he and her fell in love with her. They danced together all night. The stepmother and her 2 sisters were shocked when they saw the beautiful Cinderella. As the clock struck 12, Cinderella herself to the carriage, leaving one single behind. All of the beautiful dress and the carriage flew again.
you, Nur Zara Mikaela, for your story. Next, let us welcome Fatia Maliha binti Muhammad Azrai from Tugama to present her story. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to the honorable judges, wise timekeepers and fellow contestants. My name is Fatia Maliha binti Muhammad from Tugama. Today, I am going to tell you about a story titled The Day the Colors Disappeared. In the middle of colorful forest, where the trees were pink and the grass was blue, lived four animals friends. They were bright, cheerful, and loved all things color. One morning, something strange. Simmy the squirrel shouted, "Where is the red on the apples?" Bruno the bear roared, My brown fur, it's gray now." Kiko the chameleon cried, "I can't change colors, I'm stuck." Even the sky was no longer blue. It had turned dull and gray. All the colors were gone. Rika the rainbow bird gasped and said, "This is bad, very bad. My feathers are fading too." Rika had feathers of every color, red, blue, yellow, green, even purple. She flapped her wings. Rika said, "We must find out who took the colors. This can't be natural." Bruno groaned. "Maybe it's a storm?" Kiko said, "Maybe it's magic." Simmy whispered, "Or maybe it's a thief." Suddenly, a strange voice echoed through the trees. Mysterious voice growled, "Go away. Colors are mine now." The animals turned around. From behind the great trees came a figure covered in silver cloth. In its hands was a giant set of glowing, swirling red, blue, green, and gold. It was a color thief. Rika stepped forward and said, Why did you take the colors?" The colors thief huffed and said, "Because I was lonely. Nobody saw me, nobody cared, so I took what they loved most." Bruno said gently, "But colors are for sharing." Simmy added, "If you're lonely, you can be our friend." Kiko nodded and said, "We notice you now. You don't need to steal to be seen." Rika said kindly, "You don't need colors to shine. You need love and friends." The color thief sank slowly. The silver cloak slipped off. Underneath was a small shy moon with round glasses. The mouse sniffed softly. "Really, you wanna be my friend?" All together, the animals replied, "Yes." The mouse smiled. He opened the color sack and held it up high. Suddenly, whoosh! Colors flew out like fireworks. The sky turned blue, the grass turned blue, the apples were red again. Kiko turned yellow, then pink, then orange. Bruno's fur turned back to brown. Rika glowed brighter than ever before. Rika flew down and said, "What's your name?" The moon shyly replied, "I've never had one." Trixie clapped and said, "Let's get Bruno." Bruno smiled and said, "How about color for the color?" The mole grinded and said, "I love it." And from that day on, color was no longer
now the color flame. Rika announced, let's start a color sharing day where we share colors, music, and laughter. Simi cheered, yes, let's play. Let's paint rocks. Kiko suggested, let's make rainbow leaf crowns. Bruno said, and eat rainbow fruit salad. All the forest was colorful again, not just on the outside, but in every room.
Thank you, Fatia Maniha, for your story. Next, let us welcome Noor Arisa Noor Ildina binti Muhammad Asrif from 2 Delta to present her story entitled The Little Chick Who Got Lost. Please welcome. Moving on to the next round, let us welcome Noor Ayuni Shasha binti Sugano from 3 Omega to present her story entitled Monkey Got Tricked. Please welcome.
Tahun Ida. Ida.
My name is Noor Ayuni Shasha. I'm from 3 Omega. I will tell you about Monkey Got Tricked. The spirit put many things of cake and dessert on the A monkey was feeding himself and put the food on the table. The lazy monkey took the food with the spirit and killed the spirit was shocked when she realized the food was missing. Oh, the mouse have stolen my food. Now, the spirit decided to teach the monkey a lesson. She took a spear and sprayed on the food. The monkey was shocked to see the spirit spraying something on the food. He thought she had sprayed inside on the food. The monkey was shocked to see
a unique Shasha for your story. Next, let us welcome Dia Inara binti Zuhairi Kamal Ali from Tribeta to present her story entitled The Animal's Turnip. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to the honorable judges, fellow contestants and audience. Hi, my name is Dia Inara and I'm in year 3. Today, I'm going to tell you my favorite story called The Enormous Turnip. Once upon a time, in a small cottage near a green field, lived an old man with his kind old wife. They loved gardening. They grew cabbages, carrots, tomatoes. And one day, the old man said, "Today, I will plant a turnip seed." He dug a small hole. He dropped the tiny seeds inside. He covered it with soft soil. Each day, he watered it. Drip, drip, drip. Sun smiled down from the sky. Shine, shine, shine. The little seed began to grow and grow and grow. It grew so big, so round, and so strong. It became an enormous turnip. The old man looked at it and said, "It's time to pull it out." He held the leafy top and pulled. He pulled and pulled. But the turnip didn't move. "It's too heavy," he said. So he called his wife. "Oh, woman, come help me pull this enormous turnip." The old woman came running. She helped the old man. The old man held the turnip. And together they pull and pull. Pull, pull. But the turnip didn't budge. So the old woman called the little girl. "Little girl, come help us pull this enormous turnip." The little girl came skipping happily. She held the old man. The old woman held the old man. The old man held the turnip. And they pull and pull. He fell. Pull, pull. Still, the turnip stayed in the ground. So the little girl said, "Let's ask the dog." The dog barked, "Woof, woof. I'm strong. I'll help." The dog held the little girl. The little girl held the old woman. The old woman held the old man. The old man held the turnip. And together they pull and pull, but no turnip. So the dog called the cat. "Meow, I'll help too." The cat helped the dog. The dog helped the little girl. The little girl helped the old woman. The old woman helped the old man. The old man helped the turnip. 1, 2, 3. Pull! Still no turnip. "Let's try one more helper," said the cat. So cat called the mouse. The tiny mouse squeaked, "I'm small, but I can try." The mouse helped the cat helped the dog helped the little girl helped the old woman helped the old man helped the turnip. They all shouted, "Pull! He fell! Together now!" Pop! Out came the enormous turnip. They all fell down. Bump, bump, bump. Sat on the grass, rubbing their backs. They laughed and cheered. "Hooray! We did it!" Even the smallest helper made a big difference. From that day on, we also remembered no one is too small to help. When we work together, even the biggest problem can be solved. The end. Thank you.
Thank you, Dia Inara, for your story. Next, let us welcome Ada Alvarez from 3 Alpha to present his story entitled The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Please welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, and assalamualaikum to all of my judges, loving teachers, and all my fellow friends. My name is Adam Alvarez with Adinata from 3 Alpha. Today, I'm telling a story called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time, there lived a shepherd boy. The shepherd boy took care of his village sheep. In the passage, the boy said, "Oh, I'm so bored. I wish there was something I could do." Then the boy had an idea. "Aha!" said the boy. The boy came running. The boy came running to the village and said, "Wolf! Wolf! There is a wolf! Where's the wolf?" All the villagers asked. The village people came running with their sticks and holding. Ho! I just made that up. I can't believe I tricked you all again. The village people became furious and they let the boy. The boy had so much fun playing the wolf trick again. One day, the boy played the wolf trick again, so he shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! There is a wolf!" The village people came running with their sticks and hoe again. "Ha ha ha ha! I can't believe I just tricked you all again. You bad boy! We are not going to fall for this trick again," said an old man. The village people became more furious. They let the boy. A few days later, a really big, scary wolf really did appear. "Help! Help! Please, somebody help! There is really a wolf!" There he goes again. Does he think we're going to fall for this trick again? That's absurd. Hearing the boy's cries, the village people didn't even flinch. But it was at that time the wolf ate all the village sheep. My poor sheep! Oh no, my poor sheep! My poor little sheep! So, my dear friends, do you know the lesson we can learn from this story? The moral of my story is, no one believes a liar even when he is telling the truth. Meaning, if you speak the truth, and if you continue to lie, and if you speak the truth, no one will believe you. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum and thank you.
Thank you, Ada Alvarez, for your story. Next, let us welcome Norman Putara Takif from 3 Alpha to present his story entitled The Lazy Monkey. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. Today I would like to tell a story that is named The Lazy Monkey. The lazy monkey was resting. His neighbor the squirrel come to visit. You have to be independent. If not, you will starve to death, said the squirrel. Thank you for your advice, squirrel, said the monkey. However, the monkey continued being lazy. He wanted to trick other animals to get food for him to eat. The crow flew about looking for food. He saw the monkey. The crow flew towards him. "Dear monkey, why are you crying?" The crow asked the monkey. "My parents have died. Now nobody will look for food for me. I feel so hungry," said the monkey sadly. "Why don't you look for food yourself?" asked the crow. "My parents never taught me how to look for food. They always look for food for me," said the monkey. The crow believed the monkey. "From now on, I will look for food for you, but there is a condition," said the crow. "What is the condition?" asked the monkey. "You have to be independent. You also cannot depend on other animals for food," said the crow. "That is an easy condition. I agree to this condition," said the monkey happily. The crow brought crow brought food for the monkey. He brought ripe fruits for the monkey. The monkey, however, continued being lazy. The crow felt very disappointed with him. The crow was angry because the monkey did not change. The monkey had an idea. He invited the crow to sail to a place where there was a lot of food. The crow agreed to go. The monkey and crow sailed towards the place with a lot of food. However, the monkey did not row the boat. The boat just drifted along the river. The monkey and crow sailed for days. The monkey would only sleep. The crow continued to look for food for the monkey. Finally, the crow felt cheated. The monkey had not changed at all. The monkey asked me to go sailing because he was lazy to find food, complained the crow. Suddenly, the boat hit a rock. The monkey awoke quickly. He panicked when water began to enter the boat. The boat began to sink. The monkey felt afraid because he did not know how to swim. The boat sank further. The crow flew up to the sky. "Crow, help me!" begged the monkey. "I asked you to be independent. Instead, you tricked me," said the crow. "Now you have to learn to save yourself from drowning." The crow then continued flying high. The moral of the story is do not always depend on others and always find a solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Norman Udara, for your story. Next, let us welcome Risha Dalia from 3 Alpha to present her story entitled Three Little Cats. Please welcome.
Good evening to honorable judges, lovely teachers, and all my friends. My name is Srisha Dalia. I'm from 3 Alpha. Today I'm gonna tell you my story about 3 little cats. Once upon a time, there lived a mother with 3 little cats. One day, they decided to live for a new house of their own. The mother said, "My little cats, whatever you do you bless your cat." The first cat wanted to build a house made of straw. He built the house very quickly and he was pleased with it. He had many time to play. He was very happy. The second cat wanted to build a house made of steel. He built the house very quickly and he was pleased with it. He had many time to play. He was also very happy. The third cat wanted to build a house made of bricks. This was strong and steady. The third cat remembered his mother's word and did the best he can. The bird was stronger and steadier than hers. When the house was done, the third cat was very pleased with it. One day, a big bad dog came into the first cat house made of straw. He knocked the door and said, little cat, let me go in." The little cat replied, "Not by the hair on the head. Ooh, ooh, ooh." The dog huffed and puffed and blew the house away. The first cat ran away to the second cat's house made of sticks. The next day, the dog came into the second cat's house made of sticks. He knocked the door and said, little cat, let me go in." The little cat replied, "Not by the head on the head. Ooh, ooh, ooh." The dog huffed and puffed and blew the house away. The first cat and the second cat ran away to the third cat house made of bricks. The next day, the dog came into the third cat house made of bricks. He knocked the door and said, little cat, let me go in." The little cat replied, "Not by the head on the head.
Thank you, Raisha Lahia, for your story. Next, let us welcome Ainul Martia binti Muhammad Fakhruddin from Tri Delta to present her story entitled Woodsman and the Golden Axe. Please welcome.
A very good afternoon to you, honorable judges, beloved teachers, boys and girls. Thank you for letting me your ears. I'm going to tell a story entitled The Woodsman and the Golden Axe. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a poor but honest woodsman. Every day he went into the forest to chop wood with his old iron axe. One day, while chopping near the river, his axe slipped from his hand and fell into the water. Oh no, cried the woodman. That was my only axe. How will I walk now? Suddenly, the river sparkled and a shining fairy appeared. She said, "Don't worry, kind woodsman. I will help you." She dove into the water and came back with a golden axe. Is this one yours? Is this your axe? She asked. The woodsman shook his head. No, that's not mine. My axe was old and made of iron. The fairy smiled and disappeared again. She returned with a silver axe. Is this one yours again? The woodsman said, no, that's not mine either. Finally, the fairy returned with a old iron axe. Yes, that's mine. The fairy smiled brightly and said, you are an honest man. Because you told the truth, I give you all three axes, gold, silver, and iron. The woodsman was overjoyed. He thanked the fairy and went home, not just with an axe, but with a heart full of joy. And from that day on, everyone in village knew honesty always brings reward. Thank you.
Thank you, Ainul Martia, for your story. Next, let us welcome Ayuni Zahara from Tri Alpha to present her story entitled The Lion and the Mouse. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi everyone, my name is Aina Zarwati Hafiz. I'm from Sri Alpha, and today I want to tell you a story about the lion
Thank you, Ayumi Zahara, for your story. Next, let us welcome Yaksha, anak perempuan Durashika from Tribeta, to present her story entitled Proud Princess. Please welcome.
Selamat sejahtera and a very good afternoon. Today, I'm going to tell a story about the proud princess. One day, there was a princess. She was beautiful but also very arrogant. She looked down upon everybody else. The king was worried about this, so one day he told her, "There's a mountain that has a blue diamond on it. If you bring it back, you will learn to be modest." She then headed off to the mountain. One day, he met a guy named Berkey. She told that she was finding the blue diamond. Berkey told her she could live in his house, but after bringing the blue diamond back, the princess happily agreed. On the second day, they went together. The river blocked their way, so they then went on a boat. When they reached the center of the river, a witch came and turned them and the boat over. The witch sat on a tree and laughed. "Who invited you to my area? You're now my servants." They were locked in a wooden house. One day, they fled away without the witch's attention. After passing several rivers and hills, finally reaching to the mountain, that there was no such blue diamond to find. They must go back home. When the king saw the princess again, he said, "There was never such a blue diamond, but thanks for your effort. You're no longer an arrogant princess." The arrogant princess became a lovely princess, and she and Bertie got married and lived happily ever after. The end.
Thank you, Luksha, for your story. Next, let us welcome our last contestant, Tunku Kutum Korsha from Tribeta, to present her story entitled Lazy John. Please welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Tengku Kuntum Kaira. Today I want to tell a story called Lady John. Enjoy. There was a boy named John who was a lady. He couldn't even bother to change his clothes. One day he saw that the apple tree in their yard was full of fruits. He wanted to eat some of those apples, but he was too lazy to climb the tree and take the fruits. So he lay down underneath the tree and waited for the fruits to fall off. John waited until he was so hungry, but the apples never fell. Laziness can get you nowhere. If you want something, you need to work hard for it. Thank you everyone to hear my story today.
Thank you, Tunku Kutum, for your story. With that, all contestants have delivered their stories. The winners will be announced during the closing ceremony. That's all for today's competition. See you again next year. Goodbye.
Mana? Saya tak tahu nak tutup mana satu.
Ya, semua peserta tanya.
Oh, stop.
Congratulations once again. Tanya yang dicakap sekali lagi.